All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Cates. I'm the race director of the Richard S. Caligiuri City of Pittsburgh Great Race and the special events manager for the City of Pittsburgh, and I welcome you to the 2018 Great Race City Team Challenge Award Ceremony. This year, 24 3- to 5-person teams took part in this exciting challenge. In all, 112 city employees competed in the team competition in the 10K race. This is a testimony to city workers' teamwork mindset, their desire to compete and be fit, and of course, the excitement of being part of one of the best 10K races in the country, the Richard S. Caligiuri City of Pittsburgh Great Race. This year's participation in the 41st anniversary of the Great Race was impressive, with over 10,000 individuals taking to the streets of Pittsburgh on the last weekend of September. The Great Race retains its position as the largest 10K race in Pennsylvania. Congratulations to the staff of the Office of Special Events and all staff and volunteers who helped organize this world-class event year after year. The 41st running of this event saw the continuation of our new finisher medal for the 5K and 10K races, which were instituted last year for the 40th anniversary of the race, which also included custom artwork for medals and runner shirts. It also saw another first for the Great Race, a true race weekend, as the Dollar Bank Junior Great Race was moved to the same weekend as the Great Race for the first time ever. It's been a great 41 years for this popular event, and we look forward to having many, many more. At this time, to represent Mayor Peduto and say a few words, I'd like to invite to the podium Guy Costa.
Thank you, Brian, and I want to start off by thanking the Special Events Office, Brian, Beth, and his team, everyone that's involved with this event. This is a huge event for the City of Pittsburgh. We draw thousands of people, and this is the 41st race we had. And as someone who used to run races every year until I took this job, I couldn't run anymore. But I do the course. But I do the course in the vehicle, and I wish I can get back to running. But congratulations on the individuals running in this event. It's a great event. We want to thank you, and the mayor apologized for not being here, but he wanted to make sure that you realize how much that means not only to the City of Pittsburgh, but everyone as city employees and non-city employees to be involved with this. I'm going to ask Director Histrich, Wendell Histrich, the Director of Public Safety, because I believe he had 16 teams, is that correct? 16 teams, and I believe one of the fire teams was the leading team. So my question, Wendell, was the fire team, did they have lights and sirens as they were going through the streets during the Great Race? Try to get a smile out of them. But anyway, congratulations, everyone. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you next year. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Costa. No, we just give them a week off if they win. That's all. Yeah. No, I'm very proud. Public Safety had 16 out of 34 teams, which is incredible. And but to all the city employees that ran this year, that helped facilitate the race, thank you very much. I know that Brian works tirelessly throughout the year to make this a successful event, and hopefully we will continue that for years to come. And I wasn't aware of all these fancy trophies that we have, and is it like the Stanley Cup? Is that? Yeah. So for the fire team that seems to have taken home at least 2 of these trophies, congratulations. And but to everyone, thank you very much, especially to EMS and police and fire, who also not only participate in the race but support the race. And as some of you may or may not know, there was a runner this year that made it short, he finished the race, but it was on a stretcher. But fortunately, as he passed under the finish line, he was given an award, and he was actually talking to the crews. He had a cardiac arrest and was successfully resuscitated. So once again, thank you to the first responders that made him, and my understanding is he was able to walk out of the hospital a few days later. So once again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Director. And just before I get too far, and I do want to thank also the city employees that not just ran the race, but also volunteered. We use close to 200 to 300 volunteers on race weekend between the Expo and the Junior Great Race, and obviously race day. So to the city employees that came out to participate in that manner with the race, we thank you very much as well. I know there were a very large number of all different departments represented, helping out in various jobs, and we obviously couldn't do that without you as well. With that, we'll move on to our awards. The first award we're going to present is the Caligari Awards for 2018. These awards go to the fastest City of Pittsburgh residents, both male and female, to complete the 10K race. Unfortunately, this year we do not have with us David Caligari, the late mayor's son, who loves being at this event. He had a scheduling conflict and couldn't be here this morning. But we will move forward and present the 2018 awards. Our female winner, who finished the 10K time with a 10K race with a time of 37:09, is Jennifer Bingham of Squirrel Hill, if she's present with us this morning. No? Jennifer is a 3-time winner of the Caligari Award, having also been the top placing City of Pittsburgh resident female in 2016 and 17 as well. The male winner of the Caligari Award finished the 10K with a time of 28:16, who is also our overall winner of the 10K, is Jim Spisak of Shadyside, if Jim is with us this morning. There he is. Jim is also a multiple 10K champion for the Great Race as well. Congratulations, Jim. Thank you. The next award on our list for this morning is our Collegiate Cup Award. The Collegiate Cup Award is an award given annually to the fastest team competing in the team categories of fraternity, sorority, student organization, and open collegiate. This year, the winning team for the Collegiate Cup is from Carnegie Mellon University, CMU Tri Club, representing the CMU Triathlon Club. Members of the team are Richard Fogliato, Fabian Imler, Luke Lavin, and Max Rubenstein. Next on the list, we have the Corporate Cup. Much like the Collegiate Cup, the Corporate Cup is awarded to the fastest corporate business that participates in our corporate divisions, representing categories of business industry, 1,000 plus employees, 100 to 1,000 and 100 and less, as well as nonprofit groups. And this year's Corporate Cup winner, for the first time ever, I believe, is a team representing PNC Bank, Team PNC. They beat the second place team and defending Corporate Cup champion Highmark by just under 10 minutes in combined team time. Team members are Max Petrosky, Tim Flynn, Dan Tallarico, Ashley Anhalt, and Jay Greenfield. PNC, please come forward and accept your award. All right, congratulations, Team PNC. And now we move on to our awards for our city teams competing in the City Team Challenge. To determine the winning team's times, chip times for the top 3 runners on each team are combined to create the team total time. And in 2018, the City Team Challenge, as alluded to earlier, was won by the Bureau of Fire by Team 26 E&T, with a winning team time of 2 hours and 6 minutes. I invite the winning team and Director Hissrich from Public Safety, and Assistant Chief Norm Malvo, representing Chief Darrell Jones, to come up to the front of the room and select your trophy. Members of the 26 E&T are Tim May, Sean McElhone, Robert Shea, and Justin Beck. And I'll ask you gentlemen to remain in place for one moment, because the Great Race also within the City Team Challenge has a Public Safety Challenge Award, which is an award given annually to the fastest team in public safety, which by virtue of being the overall winner is also 26 E&T from the Bureau of Fire, who also received the Public Safety Team Challenge Award today. All right, thank you and congratulations, gentlemen. Don't forget your certificates there. We will now award all the other participating teams, members who completed their race with their certificates of completion. I will call up each team by department and invite their department director and team liaison to join them. We will present certificates followed by a photograph of each team. Continuing with the Bureau of Fire, we have the team Delta 22. Team members are Nicholas Bemick, Ben Harkins, Frank Manella, and Ryan Shaw. Also with fire, we have Team Truck 33, Engine 34. Team members are Chris Branchin, Greg Hamilton, Andrew Javornik, Bill Marks, and Jacob Overfield. Team 6 Engine Truck 1, Benjamin Kalick, Ken Egler, and Christopher Egler. 6 Engine Truck 2, John Elk, William Freese, and Charles Miller. Kurt's Crew 32D, team members Derek Bounce, Jason Hummel, Kurt Steigerwald, Tobias Weiland, and Robert Zotter. The appropriately named Team Fire, Darius Ullman, Mark Lewandowski, Sean Meckling, and Eric Vader. 8 Delta, team members Kurt Branchin, Frank Caputo, Doug Frisbee, Tim Leach, and Sean O'Leary. Team 4th Line, Mark Lentz, Joe Macarone, and William McCafferty. Engine 3, Tim Lang, Roy McDonald, Gary Miller, Sean Trotsky, and Alex Wilson. 4D Line, Craig Canafari, Todd Canafari, Kim Glowacki, Adam Hammond, and Todd Schultz. Continuing on with fire, Engine Truck 30, Tim Brunner, Ross Logson, and Justin Myers. 12 Engine, team members Gregory Niedermeyer and Peter Sorgel. Slow and Steady, team members Thomas Santiarello and Steve Sean. And participating in the 5K for the Bureau of Fire, Marshall Neinhauser, Mark Kelly, and Justin Rawbaugh. Congratulations to the participants from the Bureau of Fire. Next up, we have the Bureau of Police. If any members of the Bureau of Police are present, when you hear your name, please come up and receive, your certificate. Pittsburgh Police Team 1, Logan Hanley, Ryan McDonald, Nate Powers, Dave Sisak, and Dave Spinneweber. Pittsburgh Police Team 2, Alan Anderson, Edward Hawthorne, Steve Hoffman, and Sheridan Piles. Pittsburgh Police Team 3, Anthony Dilley, Richard Ford, Ford Fuller, Kevin McCardle, and Dave Vixcomi. And representing the Pittsburgh Police Academy, Team Number 1, Clay Bro, Jeffrey Farrell, Alex Franks, Alexander Herstein, and Kellyanne Russell. And rounding out public safety, we finally have the teams from the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services, Acting Chief Ron Romano and Team Liaison Anthony Darkowski. Team members from the 2 EMS teams from PGH EMS 1, we have Anthony Cagini, Kyle Griffith, Riz Vallis, and Jerry Wasick. Chief Darkowski here to receive their certificates. And from PGH EMS 2, Anthony Darkowski, John Dombrowski, John Mooney, and Mark Pinchot. Now for the remaining departments and authorities that participated this year. Representing the Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority, Team Running Water. Team members are Amanda Metzger, Michael Sapinski, Matthew Smuts, Megan Zebri, and Rebecca Zito. Representing the Urban Redevelopment Authority, Team Arrested Redevelopment. Team members Dana Bonitz, Thomas Cummings, Sienna Kane, McGarry Leginski, and Shashila Namani Stanger. Representing our mixed teams from the Department of Personnel and Civil Service Commission, City Fit Team 1, Kurt Conrad, Albert Garcia, and Cicely Kaikai. And City Fit Team 2, Zoe Birch, Jeannie Byrne, and Sally Stadelman. Next up, we have representing the Department of Innovation and Performance, the INP Monstars. Team members Jeffrey Arnold, Lana Hayes, Ian O'Neill, and Todd Smith. Next, representing the Office of Mayor William Peduto, the Pedudettes. Team members Kava Clark, Chuck O'Neill, Emily Pontarelli, James Hill, and Molly Onifer. All right, thank you. A couple more here for you. Representing the Controller's Office, the team City of PGH Controllers, team members Joanne Corcoran and Kim McGann Hertzer. Next up, representing the Department of Parks and Recreation, team Run for Your Lifeguards, team members Tyler Becker, Zach Coleman, Isaiah Freeman, Franklin Hardy, and Samantha Harville, along with team liaison Shelley Terlecki. And last but not least, representing the Department of Mobility and Infrastructure, Team Plow Ahead, team members Paige Anderson, Emily Gaspich, Angela Martinez, Michael Panzita, and Kristen Saunders. Okay, that's all of our teams for today, and this concludes today's program. Thank you all for being here. Thank you again for participating. Thank you to our winning teams, to all the public safety personnel that help make this course safe and this race great, and to everyone who participates every year and keeps this tradition moving forward. Thank you for being here, thank you for participating, and thank you for keeping the great race great. We have some refreshments out in the lobby. Feel free to grab some muffins or bagels or coffee on your way out. Again, appreciate everything everyone's done, and we'll see you again for the 42nd race on September 29th, 2019.